Ciao everybody, it's Heather, and today I'm taking over the channel because last week I was in London and Robbie sent me to go play Mario Kart VR and I was like, yes! So I stole his camera and I am not very good at that, so let's hope it's gonna work. So I want to talk to you guys more about what my experience was playing one of my favorite games, Mario Kart, which is now in VR. And also, a little bit later, you're probably going to see me screaming because they let me try a very scary game that somehow I made it through. So let's get to the experience. And we are here. Let's go. Okay, so I'm literally here at opening. No one's here to bowl at like 11:30 a.m. in London, but they were like, oh ma'am, you can't play because you're only one person. And I'm pretty bummed about that, so I said, can we just have a member of the staff play? So now I'm waiting for someone who works here, but let's see, hopefully they're gonna come out soon and we'll get to playing. So before starting, I got to choose between Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, or Princess Peach, and I chose Peach because she was my favorite when I was growing up. I had a member of the staff who sat next to me, and she was Luigi. So upon getting started, they put this really cool face mask on our face to protect us from any germs that might be left over on the headsets, and we get strapped into our car. They then put a Vive tracker on each of our hands. They slipped our thumb through this little hole and then kind of velcroed the rest. And then as soon as Wario and Bowser pulled up next to us, our seats engaged with like a little vibration and our steering wheels kind of retracted. So we knew it was time to start. Whoa, I'm in the Mario world, this is awesome. We took off towards the castle and there was like a bunch of different terrain, anywhere from dirt to water, and there was this blowing sensation. So there was this wind that was just coming from a fan, which was so cool because there was this hang gliding experience, and with the vibration of the seat, I really felt like I was flying, which was awesome. And just like in the pancake game, they ask you to grab different objects to throw at your opponents. So you have a tortoise shell, the banana, and then this new one, which was a hammer, which allowed you to hit any of the opponents around you. And they're hung on these little balloons that are floating. So what you would do is take one of your hands and keep it on the steering wheel and then grab above you the object. And it was neat to feel your hand actually like closing in on an object, and then when you threw it in the direction of your opponent, and that was awesome. And just besides the objects, you actually have all of the like monsters of Mario World and the evil characters who are out there ready to attack you. So from the biting flowers to the bombs that exploded so many times on me, it is a really, really cool experience. I'm gonna say that it feels like you're in a real car because you can look over to your left and see who's coming up, or on your right and see who you want to attack next. And it's gonna make driving very hard in the real world because I don't think that the person on the left is gonna appreciate me throwing a banana out my window if they decide to do something wrong. But anyway, again, this was a super cool experience and I'd love to play it again. The staff was amazing for letting me play 3 times. The first 2 times I did get first place, and that never really happened when I was a kid playing on N64, so I'm pretty proud of that. So I really hope that I get to play this with Robbie soon, not just in an arcade, but actually in the comfort of our own home, so we can just download it, pop on our Vive, and play many, many times without a reason to stop. So the second game I got to try was a very scary game. It's terrifying. It was Hospital Escape Terror, and the guy forewarned me that if you're very jumpy and you're prone to not really liking scary things, you are gonna get scared. So we go into this corridor where there's 2 seats, and you bring someone with you to play along. And in your left hand, you have a joystick that will move you forward and backwards. In your right hand, you have a Vive controller, which will act as like a navigating tool and also the flashlight. And so it starts in this dark hospital, and you're sitting in a wheelchair and you have your teammate next to you who you can communicate with via the microphone because it is a puzzle game. So the object of the game is to move about this dark, scary hospital and essentially get out together by collaborating in a time frame. It's very, very scary. Oh my God! And this is amplified by having such great graphics in this game. You see a lot of blood and many different things as you navigate through all of the different puzzles and trying to just kind of work together with that teammate to overcome the different obstacles that are presented to you.
Oh God, oh God, oh God.
There were a few jump scares that really caught me off guard, as you can see. Oh, great! And at the end, I didn't make it out. So we didn't win because I died, and I remember a man cutting off my left arm and the blood was kind of going everywhere.
Wow, there's subways! Oh my gosh!
And it was the weirdest sensation because I literally grabbed for my arm, and even after taking the headset off and coming back to reality, I was still like feeling just a little bit weird. So it's a very, very scary game, and you know, all of these elements really, really add to the immersion. It was so realistic for me that I am gonna really have to work up the courage to play it again, and I'm hoping that when I do get to escape the hospital so I can see kind of what happens at the end when the time finally runs out. So I would say that there's definitely replayability with this game, and this is for sure an entertaining one to just kind of bring your friends to and have them get scared.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
So that was it. That was my experience in London trying Mario Kart VR and also Hospital Escape Terror. I really, really liked it, and Robbie told me that they will be opening one up in Washington, D.C. soon, so hopefully if you're in the States, you will get to try it. If you liked the video, like. If you didn't like the video, dislike, but be sure to leave a comment below and let me know which of the games, or both, that you would like to try and what you think about it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more about VR and tech in general. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that I was good and that I did an okay job with the camera. Ciao.